Hi, I'm Brendan, and I'm here today to share with you the future of sustainable management in Ceago Vinegarden. Let me give you a brief history of Ceago. Ceago Vinegarden is owned by Jim Fetzer, former president of Fetzer Vineyards. In 1992, the Fetzer family sold the winery to Brown-Forman Corporation and signed an 8-year non-compete clause. This meant that the Fetzer siblings will be prohibited from producing any kind of beverage for sale within 8 years after the sale. In 2001, after the clause ended, Ciego del Lago was established. Ciego was built on the foundation of sustainable wine agriculture and production, and is certified organic and biodynamic by the Demeter Association. What is biodynamic? We know organic farming prohibits the use of pesticides, chemicals, genetic modification, or any other artificial additives or alterations to the natural seed, plant, or animal. Biodynamic is a method of organic farming that emphasizes the holistic development and interrelationships of the soil, plants, and animals as a self-sustaining ecosystem. There are 6 principles to biodynamic farming: plant diversity, crop rotation, composting, homeopathic fertilizers, animal life, seasonal and planetary cycles. Now, what are the issues Ciego is facing? Firstly, is biodynamic the correct way to go? Secondly, there is a need to improve perception of organic and biodynamic wine to consumers. And thirdly, agritourism. In assessing whether the biodynamic route is the correct way to go, we should evaluate the alternatives to this route. The alternatives to biodynamic grapes are conventional and organic grapes. If the practice doesn't work or isn't economical, the grower won't be in business for long. Therefore, our evaluation focuses mainly on the cost, potential, and sustainability, consistent to stakeholders' values. From the evaluation matrix, you can see that although there are higher costs, increased amount of workload, and lower crop yield, the growth potential of the market for biodynamic grapes is huge. The energy efficiency and environmental impact are encouraging as they go in line with Ciego's sustainable wine practices. How do we improve the perception of organic and biodynamic wine to consumers? The best way to learn is through experience. We need to allow consumers to experience the practice of sustainable wine agriculture and production. This can be achieved through agritourism, which happens to be one of the issues Ciego is facing. What is agritourism? Simply put, it is an agricultural-based operation or activity that brings visitors to its locations. For Ciego to achieve this, it must invest in accommodation for visitors. I recommend different forms of lodging for different target audiences. There should be a high-end resort catering to consumers who are searching for an exclusive experience. The resort will have facilities such as spas, swimming pools, fitness clubs, and restaurants. There should also be bed and breakfast services in cottages to cater to budget tourists or backpackers who want to experience agritourism at its most basic level. Guided tours will be provided to educate visitors on biodynamic agriculture and promote the wine made from biodynamic grapes. The tasting rooms could be expanded to hold wine tasting seminars to increase overall interest in wine appreciation. To reach out to the target audience, we recommend promotion of biodynamic wine through the internet. Information regarding biodynamic wine agriculture will be provided on the vineyard's website, increasing awareness of sustainability in wine agriculture. The vineyard will be marketed as one of the main tourist attractions of Lake County, targeting winery visitors as well as international tourists. The wide range of activities and facilities would cater to visitors of all demographics. With all these improvements, what will be our sales target? We target a gradual increase in sales of 150% after 5 years. Ciego produces about 8,000 cases per year. This is only 40% of their maximum capacity of 20,000 cases per year. We should increase production through increasing the number of planted acres to reduce the opportunity cost of the spare capacity. The capacity would gradually reach maximum capacity within 5 years. As laws discriminating against interstate commerce loosen, internet sales would be more effective. Currently, internet sales make up only 5% of the 8,000 cases produced. An e-commerce website will be designed to allow online purchases. The target is that after 5 years, 10% of the 20,000 cases produced will be through internet sales. Currently, 50% of sales are done through the tasting room, with 12 to 15% belonging to Ceago's wine club. With a projected 10% share of the 15 million California winery visitors and a conservative assumption of 10% buying rate, around 60% of the 20,000 cases will be through direct sales in the tasting room. The rest of the cases will be sold through distributors. How will we allocate the investment of $150 million? Firstly, the luxury resort. We assume that the average cost per room is $600,000 and the number of rooms in the resort will be 200. This brings us to the total cost of $120 million. For budget cottages, the average cost per room is assumed to be $200,000 and the number of rooms is 100. This brings us to the total cost of $20 million. To achieve maximum capacity, we need to increase the number of planted acres. The cost per acre is assumed to be $50,000, while the number of acres we need to increase by is 120. This brings us to the total cost of $6 million. There will be a remainder of $4 million of the $150 million, and this will be used for improvements on current facilities like the tasting room and the design and upkeep of the website. What are the expected benefits to stakeholders? We will analyze the benefits through the triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. Firstly, for Ceago owners, the biodynamic agriculture will be more labor intensive than conventional agriculture. Also, the investment in agritourism will require a large number of staff. This will increase the employment rate in the county as the business expands. Biodynamic agriculture has the most positive impact on the environment. This goes in line with the owner's vision for sustainable wine practices. For profit, with agritourism and increase in production capacities, profits are expected to increase. Now for the community. The agritourism would attract more visitors to Lake County, thus increasing tourist expenditure in the whole county, which would be beneficial to locals. For planet, the lack of pesticides and other chemicals would mean no negative health and environmental impacts on the community. For profit, jobs created through the investments would promote overall economic growth in the county. In conclusion, the introduction of agritourism would have a positive impact on the triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. The upfront cost of investment would be high, but this will contribute to the long-term sustainability of biodynamic wine agriculture as well as economic growth in Lake County. Through the education of consumers on biodynamic and organic wine, more and more people will share Jim's vision of sustainable wine practices.